So greetings, it's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com. At the downside, at the risk of being an absolute tourist, I'm at the Dayunan Tourist Inn. I don't know if you can see the sign up there, but actually that is our room right there. And this worked out great because we just pulled in and parked the car, not knowing where we could park. And 1,500 pesos later, we have an air-conditioned room, and the Wi-Fi actually works quite well. And then she said, oh yeah, here's the Wi-Fi. And she said, oh, but we only have electricity from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Which actually is great, right? Because then it's at night and you actually get a air-conditioned room. Because during the day, it's like, well, whatever, it's sunny out, right? I don't necessarily need electricity during the day. In fact, we don't need electricity during the day. All we would do, quite frankly, is plug our phones in, maybe, or something like that. So I figured I'd walk out across from the little inn that we're at and check out this area here. For the most part, this is where everyone comes and hangs out for the boat to the Underground River. So we'll probably be doing that tomorrow. I mean, you know, conceptually, I suppose we could do it now and then get it out of the way, if you will, but I'm on vacation, so there's really no benefit to doing it early. So this is what I really, well, first of all, the fact that it's called a comfort room is fantastic. I much prefer CR versus restroom or toilet. Big fan of the CR. But this is cool because what they do is they break down, and they're actually stating that the Underground River didn't receive any amount from local internal revenue or any government funding agency. It operates solely on the income receipts from the entrance. And so while it is it's basically a section of a national park, they're fully self-supporting through their own contributions, which is kind of cool. I'm a big fan of organizations that practice the seventh tradition in their lives. And so these are obviously all of the boats that people catch. And I'll tell you something, here's what's really crazy about the Philippines, and actually a lot of areas in Southeast Asia, is there are these wildly successful tourist attractions, and the way you get there is via just super old school transportation. And so, for example, well, but what's funny is to get here, you take a van, like our rental cars are 2016, and these rental like vans that get you here for I think like 1,800 pesos. I'm not sure, but it's round trip for most people from Princesa. So those are pretty cool. Now, here's the other thing too. So we went down to Honda Bay. Honda Bay was pretty rough and windy. But as you can see right now here in Sabang, it's pretty calm, and I am hoping that this is an indication of what it's going to be like when we get to Sibeltan. And this is exactly what I wanted to see if they had, is the dry bags, because as you know, Boracay bag is soon to be the dry bag of choice that is going to be taking over the world. And these things right here, what's fantastic about these, now how much is he selling this for? He's selling those for like $4.50. No, but how much is the 20? How much? $5.60. Okay, that's a pretty good deal. So that's like about 11 bucks, 12 bucks, $11. So that's a pretty good deal, actually. And I can tell you right now that those are exactly the generic ones that you order from China. You don't even brand them. You're just like, give me the bag, throw just Ocean Pack 5 on it, or Ocean Pack Liter, and it's super generic. I mean, you could literally order these right off of AliExpress. But what, as I've noticed, is what I don't particularly like is the clips, because those can break. So that's why I like the sewn-on ones. And so it'll be interesting to see if they have any of those at any of these other places, which are plentiful. There are like literally 1,000 places. Oh, sweet! They have fresh coconut for 35. That is awesome! I'm so excited. This is great because You can always tell like how touristy a place is when you have to buy a coconut, or not have to, but when you do buy a coconut. The ones that are like 35 pesos, that's just fantastic. Now the thing that I love about Thailand is the fact that, and they're all getting their ocean packs from the same manufacturer, basically. I mean the OP5s and the 10s, but they're selling them for about $11 or less. And so this is really neat, dude. I am really digging this whole little area. This is like really cool. There's like one shop after shop after shop after restaurant after place that's selling an ocean dry bag. And I could probably sell every single one of the ones that I have with me for certainly less than they're selling them here, but of course that wouldn't be appropriate. Because, you know, I mean, to have these shops, then obviously they need to pay taxes and that sort of thing. But the first thing I'm going to do is oh, I see. So the buka is 35 pesos, but a cold buka is 45 pesos. And so I actually highly prefer that, because traditionally what they'll do is they'll have it in a cooler, and it'll be in a cooler with ice, and so that makes it taste a lot better. But there's no shortage of smoothies, and so that's a very cool thing. So I'm gonna grab Gracie. We'll walk back here and check all that stuff out, and then report. The Wi-Fi in our hotel is not stellar, but I have 3G. And so I don't know if that means I'm gonna be able to upload some of this to the website, but if not, then it will get up there when it's supposed to. So anyways, Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com saying I hope you're living the dream, because if you are not living the dream, you're not in Sabang and you're not heading to the Underground River. Ciao.